If your heart races at the thought of vibrant cultures, jaw-dropping landscapes, and unforgettable adventures, then Latin America belongs at the top of your list. Picture a fresh caipirinha as the sun sinks behind Rio's Sugarloaf. Lose yourself in the ancient mysteries of Machu Picchu. From the salsa rhythms in Havana to the tranquil azure waters of the Galápagos, this is a playground for the curious and the bold. You'll find living rainforests, deserts that turn into mirrors, colorful colonial cities, and waterfalls that shake the earth. Buckle up, set your headphones, and come with me. These are the 50 best places to visit in Latin America. Number 50. Guatapé, Colombia. Guatapé looks like a picture book. Bright facades with zócalos that tell village stories, a lake scattered with islets, and watching over everything, the mighty El Peñol Rock. Wander slowly, photograph the mural details, and feel the rhythm of the plazas. Climb the 700+ steps for a 360-degree view. Wind on the summit is part of the reward. Take a boat ride to grasp the shape of the flooded valleys. Best base, Medellin on an organized day trip. Tip: arrive early to avoid stair queues and bring a light layer. There's always a breeze at the top. Number 49. Lima, Peru. Lima blends Spanish heritage, contemporary art, and a food scene that put Peru on the global map. In the historic center, wooden balconies and gold leaf monasteries narrate 5 centuries. In Miraflores and Barranco, the Pacific sets the tone with parks, bike paths, and long sunsets. Eat ceviche at lunch when the fish is freshest, and visit the Larco Museum to understand pre-Columbian Peru. Stroll the Malecon, try paragliding if winds allow, and end the night with a pisco cocktail. Best time, the drier months, May to September. Use ride-hailing apps. The city is big and traffic is real. Number 48. Guanajuato, Mexico. Guanajuato is a quilt of pastel houses spilled over valleys and alleys. A silver boom past left stone mansions, photogenic lanes, and traffic funneled through tunnels under the city. Ride the funicular to the Pipila viewpoint for the big picture, then explore on foot. Callejón del Beso, churches, theaters, and student cafes feed a bohemian vibe. Between ice cream and a musical Callejoneada, peek into the Alhóndiga and the Mummified Curiosities Museum. Best in spring or fall with mild weather. Tip: comfy shoes and unhurried time. Rushing misses the best corners. Number 47. San Blas/Gunayala, Panama. Think turquoise water dotted with palm fringe sandbars. Welcome to Gunayala, autonomous territory of the Guna people. The charm is simplicity: rustic huts, sandy floors, a hammock, and a sky exploding with stars. Go island hopping to uninhabited cays and clear reefs. Bring cash and an open mind. The logistics follow the community's rhythm, not the clocks. Best time, December to April, dry season. Respect local rules, ask before photographing people, and admire the colorful mola textiles. It's the ancestral Caribbean. That's the magic. Number 46. Bariloche, Argentina. Between green lakes, conifer forests, and snowy peaks, San Carlos de Bariloche lives two lives. In winter, it's Argentina's ski capital at Cerro Catedral. In summer, it becomes a base for hiking, kayaking, and scenic lookouts on the Circuito Chico. Stroll the Alpine Style Center, taste artisanal chocolates and local craft beer. Ride the chairlift to Cerro Campanario for a famous panorama. Best for snow July to September, for lakes and trails December to March. Renting a car lets you stop wherever you like. Tip: Patagonian winds are real. Pack a layer even on sunny days. Number 45. Trinidad, Cuba. Trinidad looks paused in time. Cobblestone streets, pastel houses, and music drifting from doorways. Mornings are for museums and churches around Plaza Mayor. Afternoons for Playa Ancon. Nights for salsa on the steps of Casa de la Música. Shops sell lacework and pottery rooted in local history. Save a day for waterfalls in the Valley of the Ingenios. Best time, November to April. Bring euros/dollars and expect spotty internet. The secret of Trinidad is its slowed down clock. Number 44. Mexico City, Mexico. A global megacity that fascinates, CDMX mixes Templo Mayor, Baroque cathedrals, palaces, Rivera murals, and world-class museums. In Coyoacan, the Casa Azul reveals Frida. In Chapultepec, the castle and vast park are green lungs. Food runs from street tacos to award-winning fine dining. Plan a day trip to Teotihuacan, the metro, and ride hailing work. The city is huge but efficient. Best time, November to April. Book popular museums ahead and visit the Zocalo late afternoon when the light makes stones glow. Number 43. Lençóis Maranhenses, Brazil. A sea of golden dunes punctuated by blue lagoons filled by seasonal rains. The Lençóis Maranhenses are unlike anywhere. Bus in Barreirinhas, Atins or Santo Amaro to explore Lagoa Azul, Bonita, Dupache and others. Expect ridge walks, cool dips and cinematic sunsets. Best time, June to September when lagoons are full. Take a speedboat along the Rio Preguiças to Caburé, with stops in river villages. Sun hat, water and strap-on sandals help. At night, grilled shrimp in Athens and a sky full of stars do the rest. Number 42. San Juan, Puerto Rico. San Juan is world history facing a deep blue Caribbean. In Old San Juan, Forts El Morro and San Cristobal guard colorful streets packed with cafes and boutiques. Enjoy city beaches like Condado and Isla Verde, and if you can, road trip to the wilder west coast. Food is mofongo and great rum. Best time, December to April. Walk early to beat the heat and catch sunset from the ramparts. In a few days, you can taste history, music, and beach without long drives. Number 41. Monteverde Cloud Forest, Costa Rica. In Monteverde, the cloud forest sings. Suspension bridges connect trails over a sea of green where orchids, hummingbirds, and the resplendent quetzal share the stage. Walk in the morning when wildlife is busy. Save energy for canopy tours and zip lines crossing entire valleys. Night walks reveal another world. Best time, December to April, but mist is part of the charm any month. Bring rain shell, mid-layer, and grippy shoes. Here, pausing to listen is half the experience. Number 40. Valparaíso, Chile. Valpo is an amphitheater of colorful houses facing the Pacific. Historic funiculars climb steep hills, murals turn walls into open-air galleries, and cafes stare at the sea. Wander Cerro Alegre and Concepcion for viewpoints and ateliers. Lunch on fresh seafood at the port. Hop to Viña del Mar for a coastal afternoon. Best all year. Breezy outside summer. Bus from Santiago, then explore on foot and by funicular. The labyrinth is the fun. Valparaíso is messy poetry. Number 39. Bogota, Colombia. On a high plateau, Bogota blends great museums, street art, and a historic center made for slow steps. At the Gold Museum, pre-Hispanic pieces shine like they were polished yesterday. In La Candelaria, stone streets, cafes, and libraries sit beside giant murals. Take the cable car up Monserrate near sunset for the full view. Best December to March. Altitude is real. Hydrate and go easy the first day. Bogota is cultural, youthful, and surprising. Number 38. Bocas del Toro, Panama. Bocas has Caribbean soul, stilted wooden houses, live music bars, and minutes away by boat, white sand beaches and clear water. At Starfish Beach, sea stars decorate the shallows. At Cayo Zapatilla, reefs call for snorkel. Rent a bike on Isla Colón, day trip to Isla Bastimentos, and feast on seafood. Best, February to April and September to October for calmer seas. Bring cash and reef-safe sunscreen. The reef is the star. Number 37. Baños, Ecuador. Baños is adventure in a rainforest meets volcano setting. Bike the waterfall route, stopping at lookouts and the thundering Pailon del Diablo. Warm up in the thermal pools that gave the town its name. For that classic shot, try the swing at the end of the world with the Tungurahua in the background. Works year-round. Rain is common and intensifies the scenery. Carry a rain jacket and watch belongings at crowded spots. Baños balances adrenaline and rest perfectly. Brazil, Bolivia, Paraguay. The Pantanal is South America's safari. In the dry season, May to September, wildlife concentrates by remaining wetlands. Capybaras, flocks of birds, caimans, and with luck and a good guide, the elusive jaguar. Stay at lodges or fazendas, start at dawn, do night spotlighting, and boat at sunset. In the floods, horizons turn to water and nests appear everywhere. Tip: binoculars, neutral clothing, and sunscreen. This is raw, quiet nature, intense and unforgettable. Number 35. La Paz, Bolivia. La Paz defies geography. Homes cascade down slopes while colorful gondolas stitch hills together. Downtown markets and colonial churches share blocks with modern cafes. Ride mi teleférico for views of the natural amphitheater. Visit Valle de la Luna for otherworldly rock forms. Best May to October. Altitude is serious. Hydrate, rest, and avoid exertion on day 1. La Paz mixes Andean culture, sweeping views, and a one-of-a-kind energy. Number 34. Oaxaca, Mexico. Oaxaca is a hug of color, flavor, and craft. The historic center brings shady squares, Templo de Santo Domingo, and markets perfumed by mole. Claim Monte Alban, the Zapotec capital, for commanding valley views. Tour weaving and alebrije workshops in surrounding villages. Sip mezcal at family palenques. Best in fall or spring with dry, festive weather. Walk at golden hour, facades turn to watercolor. Tradition here is very much alive. Number 33. Colonia del Sacramento, Uruguay. A short ferry from Buenos Aires, Colonia is a pose of cobblestone and quiet. The UNESCO Barrio Histórico keeps ruins, low houses and lanes ending at the Rio de la Plata. Climb the lighthouse for the best angle. Rent a bike for a slow ride along the Rambla. Cafes and antique shops complete the mood. Great year-round. In summer, pair with Uruguayan beaches. Tip: stay overnight. When day trippers leave, Colonia glows under lamplight. Number 32. Salvador, Brazil. Salvador vibrates in the Pelourinho, sings at the Mercado Modelo, and rests with views over Todos os Santos Bay. Between gold-laden churches and tiled hills, the city tells Brazil's story. Eat acarajé, ride the elevador Lacerda, and swim at Porto da Barra. In one day you can cross from the upper city to the lower city and end at the Barra Lighthouse for sunset. Summer is festive. September to November often brings steady weather. Carry just the essentials and stay aware. The energy is amazing and a little caution keeps it pure joy. Number 31. Tikal, Guatemala. In the jungle, Tikal's pyramids pierce the canopy like fingers pointing skyward. Arrive early to hear the forest wake. Monkeys, birds, footsteps on leaves. Climb Temple 4 for a 360-degree view. History class in real time. Combine with a stop in lakefront Flores and small museums that explain Maya astronomy and engineering. Best November to April. Repellent, water, and a local guide are gold. Context turns ruins into time travel. Number 30. Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. Punta Cana means miles of white sand, shallow sea, and resorts that feel like small cities. Disconnect, pool, lounger, water activities, and Caribbean nights. But go beyond. Catamaran to Sauna Island, reef snorkeling, kite surfing on windy beaches. Best December to April. Tip: pick the right beach for your style. Bávaro is wide and lively. Macau has waves. Cabeza de Toro is quieter. And confirm your resort's exact beachfront. Number 29. Ushuaia, Argentina. At the end of the map, Ushuaia sits between mountains and the Beagle Channel. In summer, hike Tierra del Fuego National Park and cruise past islands with sea lions. In winter, ski and enjoy snowy views. Visit the prison museum for tough history and ride the end of the world train for symbolism. Weather flips quickly, wind, gray, blue, often in one day. Best December to March for hiking, June to September for snow. Layers and an outdoorsy mood are the secret. Number 28. Tayrona National Park, Colombia. Tayrona is jungle rolling into the Caribbean. Hike under tall trees and suddenly find beaches like Cabo San Juan, framed by rounded boulders. Start early from El Zaino, bring water and snacks. Swimming is delicious but only in signed areas. Currents can be strong. Basic hammocks and huts let you stay under the stars. Best December to March. Shoes for the trail, flip-flops for the beach, patience for the heat. The reward is worth every step. Number 27. Quito, Ecuador. Perched high in the Andes, Quito has a superb historic center, gilded churches, lively plazas, and theatrical balconies. Take the teleférico for sky-level views. When clear, volcanoes line the horizon. Visit Mitad del Mundo to play with the equator and museums that explain Andean cultures. Best June to September. Altitude is noticeable, climb slowly, hydrate and carry a layer. At night, enjoy fine chocolate and a warm canelazo. Here, sky and history share the same frame. Number 26. Colca Canyon, Peru. Colca amazes with depth and villages terraced since pre-Inca times. Leave Arequipa early for Cruz del Condor lookouts. With luck, giant birds ride thermal currents above you. Between viewpoints, hot springs and whitewashed towns invite stops. Best May to November. Altitude matters. Pack a jacket and walk at your pace. Colca is more than a canyon. It's a lesson in how people and mountains learn to live together. Number 25. Roatan, Honduras. Roatan sits on the world's second largest barrier reef. It's a diver's dream. Coral gardens, walls, wrecks, and colorful marine life. Beginners can certify here at good value. On land, West End and West Bay host restaurants, bars, and sunsets that steal the day. Best February to June and September to October. Tip: protect the reef. Reef-safe sunscreen, good buoyancy, and no touching. The Caribbean shines brightest when we care for it. Number 24. San Pedro de Atacama, Chile. In the Atacama, dryness becomes spectacle. Lunar valleys, salt flats with feeding flamingos, and high-altitude lagoons reflecting volcanoes. Base in San Pedro for dawn and sunset trips, the best light. At night, book a star tour. Few skies feel so close. Year-round destination. Nights are cold even in summer. Hydration and a slow first day help with altitude. Silence here has texture and the colors change like someone sliding a giant dimmer. Number 23. Granada, Nicaragua. Granada is a painting, yellow mansions, domes, and horse carriages on a tidy grid. Climb La Merced's bell tower to scan the rooftops. Take a boat to Las Isletas, a lake archipelago perfect for a lazy sunset. Try Vigorón, sip mountain coffee, and walk once the heat dips. Best December to April tip. Add a side trip to Masaya volcano to see the lava glow. Hard to forget. Number 22. Mount Roraima, Venezuela, Brazil, Guyana. Roraima is another world, a tabletop mountain where clouds flow like rivers and plants look alien. The trek demands fitness, a guide, and 6 to 8 days across savanna, steep walls, and the plateau. Up top you'll find acidic streams, crystal pools, and views spanning borders. Best window December to March with firmer trails. Logistics often start in Santa Elena, Venezuela, or via Boa Vista, Brazil. Pack right, waterproof boots, mid-layers, rain shell, and dry bags. On the summit, silence is so deep you hear the wind talk to stone. Number 21. Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. On Bahia de Banderas, Puerto Vallarta mixes a photogenic old town, the sculpture-lined Malecón, and beaches from urban to hidden. December to March, humpbacks visit the bay. Responsible tours approach without intruding. Day trip to Yelapa or Sayulita, eat fresh seafood, and stroll the Malecón at sunset when it becomes a stage. Best November to April. Choose lodging location wisely to avoid long drives. Art lovers should drop into the center's galleries. Number 20. Cusco, Peru. Cusco is the Inca heart beating under cobbles. Colonial churches sit on perfectly fitted Inca walls. Markets perfume mornings. The sacred valley starts right there. Spend 2 to 3 days acclimating before going to Machu Picchu by train or trail. Visit Coricancha, Sacsayhuaman, museums in the artisan quarter San Blas. Best May to September. Book tickets and trains early and move slowly. Altitude reminds you to listen. 19. Lake Atitlan, Guatemala. 3 volcanoes guard a lake that changes mood with the wind. Around Atitlan, each village has a personality. San Marcos is Zen, San Juan is for weavers, Panajachel is a practical base. Move by boat, hike to viewpoints like Indian Nose, and learn about living Maya culture at cooperatives. Best November to April. Rise early for calm waters and soft light. Nights can be cool. It's rare to feel inside a giant set and still watch life go on slowly around you. Number 18. Amazon rainforest. Various countries. You can't do the Amazon, but a few lodge days change how you see the planet. Misty dawns over rivers, trails smelling of wet earth, towering trees, pink river dolphins, and a carpet of stars. Good bases include Manaus, Brazil, and Iquitos, Peru. Activities, canoe outings, night wildlife spotting, visits to riverside communities. Timing varies by region. High water makes magical flooded forests. Low water reveals beaches and trails. A local guide is key. Bring strong repellent and total respect. The forest is someone else's home. Number 17. Salar de Uyuni, Bolivia. A white desert that turns into sky. The Uyuni salt flat bends your sense of horizon. In the dry season, salt tracks lead to cactus-covered islands. In the rainy months, January to March, a thin layer of water creates a perfect mirror. 4x4 tours add colored lagoons, geysers, and salt brick hotels. Choose season by goal, mirror, or overland. Sunglasses, sunscreen, and hydration are non-negotiable. Vet your agency and vehicle. The emptiness is poetry, and the classic perspective photos become souvenirs from another planet. Number 16. Los Glaciares National Park, Argentina. In Argentine Patagonia, glaciers pour down mountains like frozen rivers. The star is Perito Moreno, calving thunderously before your eyes. Watch from boardwalks or by boat. Up north, El Chalten is the trekking capital, with trails to Fitzroy and Laguna Torre. Best December to March for long days and friendlier weather. Pack layers and patience. The weather calls the shots, and every blue window is an invitation to walk a bit farther. Number 15. Arenal National Park, Costa Rica. Perfect cone. Arenal dominates the landscape. Around it, forest trails, suspension bridges, and hot rivers where afternoons melt away. On clear days, you may spot steam drifting from the summit. Night walks reveal creatures that only wake after dark. Best December to April, but rain has its charm. Buy a day pass to hot springs for evening. By day, prioritize trails and guided wildlife watching. Number 14. Lake Titicaca, Peru, Bolivia. High in the Andes, Titicaca gleams cold and blue among islands where traditions endure. On the Peruvian side, visit the floating reed islands of Uros and Taquile. In Bolivia, the Isla del Sol has ruins and wide-angle views. The air is thin, move gently and layer up. Best May to October. Stay on an island if you can. Sunrise and sunset here feel almost sacred. Number 13. Panama City, Panama. Glass towers share space with the elegant low-rise Casco Viejo. Panama City is 2-in-1. Watch ships at the Miraflores locks, then rent a bike for the Amador Causeway between ocean and skyline. At night, modern restaurants and Rome bars show the cosmopolitan side. Best December to April. Ride-hailing works well. Add a short hike in the Metropolitan Park or a beach day on nearby islands. Number 12. Easter Island, Rapa Nui, Chile. Remote in the Pacific, Rapa Nui guards nearly 900 moai staring at the horizon. Rent a car to circle the island, watch sunrise at Ahu Tongariki, walk the quarries of Rano Raraku, and finish with a swim at Anakena. Year-round, but winds can surprise. Respect sacred areas and trails. The park is alive with meaning for locals. At night, look up. Few skies are so starry. Number 11. Cartagena, Colombia. Cartagena is heat, music, and bougainvillea-draped walls. The walled city is a maze of wooden balconies, churches, and plazas where time drips slowly. Walk in the morning, sip tropical juices, visit museums and Castillo San Felipe, end at Café del Mar for a brilliant sunset. If time allows, hop to the Rosario Islands, best December to April. Light clothes, sun protection, and vetted operators make days smooth. Number 10. Chichen Itza, Mexico. Among Maya cities, Chichen Itza stands out for precision and symbolism. El Castillo tracks equinox light and shadow. The ball court has eerie acoustics, and the sacred cenote raises goosebumps. Arrive at opening to beat crowds and heat, then cool off at a nearby cenote like Iquique. Best November to March for less extreme heat. A good guide turns stone into story. Number 9. Torres del Paine, Chile. Granite spires dominate valleys of milky lakes and glacier fields. Torres del Paine offers everything from quick lookouts to the W trek. Winds can be brutal, pack layers, a hard shell, and face protection. Book camps and refugios early. Best November to March with long days. Keep a plan B for overcast spells and celebrate every patch of blue. Number 8. Buenos Aires, Argentina. Old cafes, bookshops and theaters, elegant parks, and a melodic Spanish. Buenos Aires invites wandering. In Recoleta, art and history share blocks with the famed cemetery. In Palermo, restaurants and murals showcase the contemporary city. Catch an intimate tango show, try empanadas, media lunas, and a fine Malbec. Year-round with lovely spring and fall. Use the Subt and apps and leave an afternoon for aimless strolling, the city rewards serendipity. Number 7. Havana, Cuba. Havana is living scenery, peeling facades, classic cars, music in the air. In Habana Vieja, plazas and forts tell the colonial era. Along the Malecón, the city meets the sea. Visit the Museum of the Revolution for context. Drop into historic bars like La Floridita, but seek family paladares too. Best November to April. Internet can be limited. Plan offline, carry cash, and adopt local time. Let yourself be carried away. That's the charm. Number 6. Tulum, Mexico. At Tulum, Maya ruins watch the Caribbean from a cliff top. Arrive early for shade and quiet, then pick a cenote for a swim. Grand Cenote and Calavera are favorites. The hotel zone gathers beach clubs, restaurants, and bikes. Inland reserves offer lagoons and trails. Best November to April. Use biodegradable sunscreen in cenotes. Respect turtles and watch prices. Tulum got pricier, but smart choices still deliver great days. Number 5. Galápagos Islands, Ecuador. In Galápagos, animals don't fear you, and that changes everything. Sea lions nap on beaches, marine iguanas look prehistoric, and giant tortoises live as if time were different. Choose 4 to 7 night cruises for remote islands or bays on Santa Cruz/Isabela with day tours. Seas are cooler June to November with great visibility. Park rules are sacred. Keep distance, no feeding, no touching. The archipelago that inspired Darwin keeps inspiring those who arrive with respect. Number 4. Antigua, Guatemala. Antigua is charming and encircled by volcanoes smoking on the horizon. Walk under the yellow arch, visit ruined churches, and sip high-altitude coffee in leafy courtyards. For adventure, trek Acatenango to watch fuego erupt at night. Unforgettable. Best November to April. Use Antigua as base for crafts and nearby villages. At dusk, climb Cerro de la Cruz for the postcard view. Number 3. Iguazu Falls, Brazil, Argentina. Iguazu is liquid power. On the Brazilian side, walkways put you face to face with the main curtain. On the Argentine side, long trails reach the Garganta del Diablo. Do both. Perspectives complement each other. Sun brings rainbows, high water brings roar. Year-round, pack a poncho, protect electronics, and for adrenaline, take the Macuco safari boat. Nature sets the rules here. Number 2. Machu Picchu, Peru. Machu Picchu is the Andean dream made stone. Terraces, temples, and joints so perfect they seem magnetic. Arrive early to watch the mist lift. For high views, climb Huayna Picchu or Montaña, limited permits. Combine with the Sacred Valley and book everything ahead. Entry times, trains, buses, best May to September. Move slowly, hydrate, and allow moments of silence. The grandeur lives in details time preserved. Number 1. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Rio is a sculpture carved between ocean and mountains. From Christ the Redeemer to Sugarloaf, views change at every corner. On the beaches, days pass in boardwalk chats, iced mate and pickup soccer. Walk Ipanema shore, hike Dois Irmãos or Pedra do Telégrafo, and close with sunset at Arpoador. Year-round, summers bring heat and quick showers. Carry the basics, use ride-hailing, and embrace the city. When the samba starts, Rio turns into a verb. We've just crossed a continent of colors, flavors, and stories. If this guide helped, like the video, subscribe, and drop your top 5 in the comments. Want the planner with all destinations and best times to go? Comment top 50 and I'll send it to you. See you on the next adventure.